Hey guys, get ready with me while I tell you a little about myself and how I got in the PMU field. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Karina or Karina, either way it goes. I am 30 years old. By the way, this was actually a video from Thanksgiving morning. I was hosting that day, so please don't mind my dirty mirror. Honestly, cleaning my mirror was the least of my concerns that day. So yeah, just bear with me here. Okay, so I am a mother of two. My kids are 7 and 3, and I've been with my husband for about 11 years, married 5. So I originally grew up in Woodburn, and after graduating high school, I graduated in 2011, so I'm a little old. But I went to community college for a couple semesters and then just realized it wasn't for me. Then that's when my mom actually came up to me and asked me if I wanted to work with her because they were looking for somebody bilingual. So I did it. I was working at the dental field with her for about, almost 10 years. I was working there most of my 20s. And it wasn't until maybe towards the end where not that I wasn't happy, because I actually really liked everyone I worked with. It was a lot of fun. We always had fun. Everyone was like my second family. But I just knew that this wasn't it for me. Like, I wanted more. I wanted to be my own boss of some sort. I wanted to be in the beauty industry. I just wasn't necessarily sure on what to do. So I figured just kind of taking the next step. So we actually ended up moving out of Woodburn. We moved to Oregon City, and I ended up getting a job in Happy Valley at an orthodontic office. And that lasted, maybe like half a year. I wasn't happy there, but ultimately, I was there for a reason. I was not sure at the time why I was there and why God put me there, but I'm a firm believer that He does everything for a reason, and I may not have understood it then, but I understand it now. So I actually ended up meeting a really cool coworker there. Her name was Malia. Malia, I miss you. I hope you're doing good. But she came in with her eyebrows tattooed one day. And I was like, oh my God, what did you do to your brows? They look amazing. Like, I was literally infatuated. They looked so good. And that's when she told me, I had them tattooed. So then I started picking her brain a bit. She was just telling me kind of like the process, how much it was. And then all of a sudden I felt like a light bulb go off. Like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? I can't explain it, but it really felt just like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So this was during COVID. Therefore, everyone was wearing masks and people really concentrated on your eyes and your eyebrows, right? Because that's the only thing you could see. So I would actually get a lot of compliments on my eyebrows and like my routine. Like patients would always ask me, like, what do you use on your eyebrows? They look amazing. And so that's the only reason I kind of put 2 and 2 together and said, wow, maybe this is something I would be good at, given that I always get asked like what I do with my eyebrows. And so I started doing my research and found out that in Oregon, you actually have to go to a tattoo school. It's not like Washington or California where you can just apply for a license and get licensed right away, right? I mean, yeah, you still have to take your bloodborne pathogens, your first aid, all that stuff. But Oregon, you actually have to go to a tattoo school, which is minimum at least like 9 months to a year or more, and graduate, get all your hours in, take your boards, pass your state test, and then you get licensed. So it's definitely a lot more of a process in Oregon. I would say their laws are a lot stricter here. So then I kind of got a little discouraged. I said, oh my God, like this is a long time. Like, what if I don't even like it? Or what if I'm not good at it? What if it doesn't work out? Then I just spent a year and a half or whatever in tattoo school. And then, so then I started praying, asking God, if this is really what you want for me, God, show me, give me direction, give me some clarity. I usually tend to pray for things like that when I'm confused or when I don't necessarily know what to do in a certain situation. So then my mother-in-law actually reached out to me. We were talking about someone she knew in the beauty industry that had actually gone to tattoo school to learn eyebrows and cosmetic tattooing. So then I reached out to her and she told me about Nye. She said one of her students, so this person actually does lashes. She told me about one of her students having her brows done by Nye, and apparently hearing that Nye was going to be opening up a cosmetic tattoo school soon. So then I reached out to Nye, and I want to say this was like February of 2021. She wasn't actually opening her academy until like June of 2021. So she did put me on the wait list, but it's just, looking back now, it's just so crazy how everything happened and how everything fell into place. I feel like God really did want this for me, and I did feel a nudge from God telling me to do this. You know, I asked him for clarity and direction, and he gave it to me. He showed himself. But also, I think a lot of it had to do with, so backtracking a little bit, but I actually lost my brother in January of 2020. And it was hard. You know, it still is, but I feel like I used his death as a source of inspiration to just go for what you want, because tomorrow isn't promised. And I truly feel like my brother is my guardian angel, and he's been making so many things happen for me. Kind of, you know how they say like angels and God, they do so much behind the scenes that you just have no idea. You're not even aware of, but I'm aware of it. Like everything that's happening in my life, I truly think that my brother is working behind the scenes, you know, as well as God. You know, we're very, I would say my husband and I are faith driven and consider ourselves Christian. You know, we pray every night with our kids. And I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say we're perfect, but we ask for things, we thank him for things, and for the most part, he usually shows up, and it's insane. And I am still like, I still can't believe that there's so many people that don't know him and that don't know the things he's capable of doing in your life, because it's truly amazing. It's truly like he does things that you don't even understand, like that you can't even explain. And that's why I'm like having a hard time explaining this, because it really is just unexplainable, the things that he makes happen in our lives. So yeah, I've been doing brows now for about 2.5 years. I have my own studio salon in Wilsonville. It's been going really good. I'm just so blessed. I'm so blessed to be able to do something that I love every day. I'm blessed to be able to have a good work-life balance. I'm still able to pick up my kids from school and daycare. I'm able to drop off. You know, working a 9-to-5 just was something that was really hard. And I knew I wanted more for my kids. I mean, I was raised by a single mom, so it was rare that my mom ever picked me up from school because she was at work. So it's just the little things that matter when it comes to being a parent, and that stuff matters to me. And I'm just trying to do everything I can for my kids and trying to teach my kids that the sky is the limit. You can do whatever you set your mind to. I mean, we are just so capable of so much. We don't even know our own potential most of the time, you know, and I feel like it's up to us to unlock it. Always have God and as the center of your life and your business, and you will notice the difference. You'll notice how much it flourishes and how peaceful you live your life, and everything is due to him. You know, you have to thank him every day for everything that you have. Hope everyone can see that. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed my get ready with me. I didn't have time to do my hair because I had to get my daughter ready right after I was done, but I did my hair probably right before everybody got here. However, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe on my YouTube link below.